Welcome back to GINX Reacts. I am Gina Winks, a dorky pro audio engineer who had fallen into a rabbit hole of reaction videos and decided I wanted to do it too, and have been having a blast every single time. Today, I will be reacting to Nightwish Ghost Love Score, and specifically live 2013 and WACKEN. I'm not sure how to say that. Y'all can call me out. Uh, this was been requested multiple times throughout other reactions. So I'm definitely Nightwish in general has, and then this one had been a top contender. So I'm gonna start with them. I know that I've heard Nightwish, and I know of Nightwish. I, however, have not heard them in a very long time, and I would not be able to tell you like, oh, this song is this name, and I couldn't even tell you when the last time I heard them. So I'm super excited to like reintroduce myself to them because I know them and I thoroughly enjoy their music, but I can't even. I know that it's very unique and symphonic metal type thing, and like that's all that I remember at this point. And I remember that is fantastic. So that was a long rant, and I just want to go ahead and get into it. So let's go. Oh, oh, I don't want to stop. I'm not too good. Okay, okay. What a fantastic minute 23 seconds of introduction and kind of it's almost like a sampling of the different styles. Um yeah. In that crowd. You yeah, you saw that part of me come out. I really want to edit that out, but I'm not gonna do it. Um, yeah, so this is exciting. Uh, I'm gonna roll back at least a little bit. I mean, just to be live and have all of that on stage and to sound so, I mean, I would say flawless, crystal clear. You're not missing a thing. And I know her voice is amazing. So that's why I wanted to stop and just make some notes. Also, just the audio engineer in me who has done live music, like I look at this, I every time I see these live setups, it 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 gets me like giddy because I haven't set up a stage, that elaborate. I've set up fairly large stages with as an assistant, like as a tech. with an awesome team of humans. But I look at these big stages and I'm looking at how they put the cables down. I'm looking at if I can like spot the mics, and I'll tell you right now, I look for those things, but I would not be able to just name off microphones. I am not that human. I wish I were. I wish I could just be like, "Oh, yep, that's this mic." But when you get into all the things that are on stage and covering in a stage or in a studio with a band. I mean, it's a whole nother ballgame of amazing technology and just lots of fun gear that again I don't know as much about, but I love it and I go and look it up, when I can. When I get excited to look it up. All right, that was a very long rant, but yeah, things that have come to mind already and that I figured I'd share. Let's roll it back a little. Such an interesting change. We are only 2 minutes 48 seconds into an over 10-minute video. You know, her voice, like so smooth and pristine and angelic, and just enough of that reverb, but like the way her voice, it's just so smooth when she, in this style, like. And then I love how it's just so, her voice flows, and like I said, very like angelic is the only way that I could think of, like just very smooth, very pristine and beautiful. And then you've got the band, and it's metal, and the way that it just works so beautifully, and you wouldn't think it should. Oh, but it does. But it does.
to me, sang my name, my Lord. Still I write my songs about the dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. The child will be born again, that siren carried him to me. First of them true loves, sitting on the shoulder of an angel without care for love.
The drums, they are they've got the EQ and the settings on those drums like perfect. The way those drums sound is what what makes my ears happy when I hear a drum set. They're thuddy, they're full, they're not tinny. And yeah, kudos to the sound engineers. Yeah, I had to stop and say that the drums sound amazing. I love that. I love when they have that tone. Fantastic. I love it.
Of an angel without care for love.
I'm sorry. I just saw a dude like wipe his forehead and then lick his finger. I don't know what just happened. He like tasted the sweat off his face or something. I'm sorry. That's why I laughed at that moment. Like this dude right here, right center. Oh, he must be wiping something up. I don't know. I'm sorry. That ADD just got me there. I mean, they put the camera on the dude though, so. Gorgeous. Imagine to be in that crowd. I'd be like eyes shut, swaying, feeling the energy of everyone, both in the audience and on stage. Gorgeous. Uh, this is just a dorky question. Would love to hear in the comments if you've ever crowd surfed. Now, I have never crowd surfed in a crowd like that massive, but I've done it before. And let me tell you, it's like I thoroughly enjoy it. I, however, at 38 now, don't think I'd ever do it again, but I was in my 20s when I did it, and it is such a cool experience. I just had to say because I saw someone, so it is a very cool experience. You just can't think about it. You can't think about it too much, and that's kind of when you're up there. Once you're up there, it's like such an interesting experience. I would say like floating because it kind of is like not really, but it is a whole unexplainable experience that yeah, I would love to do it again, but I don't think I have the guts to do it anymore. Yeah. Or the body. My body would not take it well, I don't think. Anyhow, just had to like say that, and also um just fantastic. Fantastic. Like I say fantastic a lot. These videos are calling me out with my like lack of verbiage. But it's just what comes out. It's just what comes out. I love it. I'm sure I had other notes other than crowd surfing, but ADD is strong today. Let's continue. Okay, ADD, click. What I was going to say also about the music is it's so, because it's symphonic, uh, it's just so cinematic. Like you could put this. I mean, it says this. You could put this into a movie. This if it's not already, I don't know. But yeah, it's just very cinematic as well. I love it. I was like, I knew I had something to say about the actual music. All right, now let's go. She's badass. Imagine, imagine the energy exchange. I've talked about this before in the Watch the World Burn Fall in Reverse live. Imagine that energy exchange. They are going back and forth and back and forth. I mean, literally with their bodies and their arms, but like that, the audience and her are exchanging that energy. And can you imagine being her and the rest of the band with all of those humans? Like she's transmitting that to them, she's sending it to them, and they are sending it back to her times however the hell many people are there. What a wild concept. And the feeling when you're in an audience, I can't imagine it as an artist because of yeah, like I can't imagine it as an artist, but as a person in the audience, when it's like that, when everyone is in unison. I mean, and just in general, but when everyone is in unison like that, it is such a powerful feeling. And I mean, just watching it, like you can get a glimpse, a tiny, tiny glimpse of that energy. Like, yeah, I mean, and that's what music does. It does, there is that energy exchange with music, just listening to it, as and especially and it rises as we watch something like this. So yeah, I mean, it's just I love it. Oh, oh. I've known of and thoroughly enjoyed Nightwish. I know I have. Some definitely like um kind of signature things I clearly remember. Obviously her voice and certain beats and just certain things within that we just heard. I I couldn't thoroughly focus on this sounds interesting. I couldn't thoroughly focus on the lyric because I was more focusing on the dynamics of her voice and the what was going on with the band between her voice being like that operatic, super precise and clean and clear and smooth, with the metal band and the symphony, in the symphonic style. Like, so I was just that was mainly what I was focusing on, the different dynamics of the music and between the voice, the instruments, the symphony, all of it. So like I can't even dive deep into the meaning or anything like that, but I can just say that what an experience to be able to be, in a crowd like that with them. I went to literally hundreds of concerts during my, when I was in college, and saw hundred upon hundreds of different bands. For some reason, I want to say I've seen them, but I don't know, which makes me frustrated because, like, how can you forget that experience? but you also have to understand. It was about, it would have been like 15 years ago when I was going to concerts all the time, like around that time frame. And I went to an extremely large, extremely large number of concerts, of which had multiple, bands playing. Like, a massive list of bands playing all day, or a massive list of bands playing on multiple stages. So yeah, at the same time. Anyhow, what a cool, beautiful experience. Like, I can't even call that a song. It's not a, I mean, it says Ghost Love Score. You can't you can't call that a song. I would compare it to like an overture, because there's so much, there's the different sections. Like I said, it's very cinematic. It's it's along those lines of how a score for an orchestra, a symphony, whatever would be put together for a orchestral theme um or overture. All right. I'm sure I have more to say, so I will definitely be doing more reactions of Nightwish throughout the, at some point. I don't I would, as much as I would love to fall into rabbit holes, I also I really like to just break stuff up. So, but regardless, I will be revisiting Nightwish, doing some more. Let me know if you have any of your favorites that you want me to check out. And I write these things down. Like, I make note of this stuff. And I have many things in the works for the channel in general. So, stay tuned. It'll be a process. It's a work in process. It's all new to me still. Uh, but if you love what you see, go ahead and make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and of course, comment. I love that interaction. Now, granted, I can't always get to all of them, but I can't. I say this. I can't always respond and reply to all of them, but I read them all. So, wish me luck if I continue growing, or you know, because I don't know what I'll do. But I love it. Look forward to it. Thank you for being here. Check out my Patreon if you want to support the show even more. All right, so this was a long one. Appreciate you for being here. And y'all have a good morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is. And I will see you on the next one.